All right, guys, want to do a quick update. I know it's been a while on this GL1000. So I actually did start working on this bike a while back. I got the neck bearings out. I started to make a video on it. I did get the races out. I actually bought a puller. Honestly, not sure where it's at. I thought it was down here, but I got it off Amazon. It actually worked really well. Basically, it slips in here. You spread it out, get it behind the race, and then you drive it out. Worked awesome. So got them out. I was getting ready to put the bearings in, got everything out to put the bearings in, and the bearings that I purchased that were supposed to fit it. Actually, that's the rear wheel there. Somewhere I've got the bearings laying around here. They're also a all balls bearing brand, but I'm not seeing them. But anyway, pulled the got those out, brand new bearings. Went to put them in. They're not the right size. They're actually too big. So, or at least the top one's too big. The bottom one's as well. It doesn't fit. So I believe the bearings that I ended up getting, they probably fit like a CB 550 or 750, something like that. When I went back and looked at the listing says they fit a GL1000, but you go back and you pull the part number for all balls bearing, and they do not. They don't show up on that list. So whoever listed them, the guy that I got them from, yeah, they have them that they'll fit this bike. They do not. So yeah, it is what it is. So I actually did get online and finally tracked down an OEM. I believe it's the, I'm trying to remember. I believe that the bottom one I could get, one way or the other. One of the bearings is really hard to find. The other side, you can find them here and there. So I did finally find an original top bearing. So I got that ordered off of eBay. One happened to pop up. It's old stock, so got that one coming. I also got the bottom one. They should be here within the next week, and then hopefully I can get those put into place, get those greased up, get this bike put back together and on its wheels. And yeah, I mean, this thing is taking way too long. Again, I just had a lot of other stuff going on, and honestly, for whatever reason, I haven't been really that motivated to work on this one. Maybe because it's not mine, I don't know, but just really haven't. I think once I get into it and start putting it back together, it'll be there. I think part of the problem with this bike is it seems like every time I start to work on it, something doesn't work. Whether, you know, the first time I started putting the triple tree together, I couldn't get these out, so I had to wait and buy a tool. Then the bearings don't fit, and then I ran into some issues with the rear hubs and some of that stuff that I was dealing with. I tried to get the bearings out of the original wheels, just needing specialty tools to do things. So I finally decide I'm going to mess with it, and then something, I'm missing something, or you know, don't have the right parts or something along those lines to not continue. So and then it's wait another week or two to get stuff in. So I believe once I got the bearings, I will be able to put the neck, stem, everything back together, get this front wheel put on the bike, triple tree. Forks are rebuilt. They're sitting over in the corner, and I should have this bike on its wheels. And then it's just a matter of getting the carburetor, handlebars, all that stuff buttoned up. I know there's going to be a couple things like throttle cable and some stuff like that I will have to order once I get everything kind of situated. So, but that's not that big a deal. So. But yeah, so that's kind of where this bike sits. Again, hoping to have some parts for this, and we can finally get this thing done. It's been forever, so that's where we're at on that bike. I still got some other stuff. I don't know if I went over it. One of the headlights I bought, I originally bought one headlight just for the mounting hardware. I bought the other bulb because it's a better bulb. They're not interchangeable, so now I have an Amazon piece of crap over here that I would not recommend buying at all. It's junk. It's plastic. I mean, it literally is trash. This headlight here though, is also, I think Amazon or eBay, you can get these. They're really nice headlights. They'll actually fit a Sportster as well. They got turn signals integrated. They're a decent headlight. I think that's pretty much it. So guys, back here on the GL1000, I finally got this was the bearing here that struggled to find. So I believe that's part number 91015-371. So this is the top bearing here. I'll get this open with one hand. So again, really struggled. If I'd have known what I know now, I would have probably never replaced it. So just grease it up and put it back. So, brand new bearing, old stock. Very lucky to find it because man, I struggled for quite a while looking for this. Okay guys, got it opened up here. So should fit right in there, and it does. Awesome. So now I can get my driver kit, drive the race down in the neck, and actually put this thing back together finally. So grease these up really good. Again, the bottom one here, you can find these, which it's a, see, I thought there is a difference. Yeah, one's a 91016, that was a 91015, so both the same, but this one's actually bigger around. So now next I'm gonna get my race driver and get these put in, and then should be able to put the triple tree, everything kind of back together. So this is actually the driving kit that I picked up. I've needed one of these for a while. Sorry, damn cottonwood trees, got cotton, this crap everywhere this time of year. Should work. So basically the way this works, you set that on here, and then you've got this piece that threads, bolts into it, and then you can drive, helps you keep everything square, and you can drive these races down into the neck with a dead blow. So again, I'll come back out here in a minute. I just got these in the mail, so yeah, excited to finally get this thing, maybe start getting it put back together. So I'll cut back here in a little bit after I start putting these bearings in. All right guys, so it's another day. It's been a while. I actually got the bearings packed with grease and got it to here. I didn't record that, so everything right here is tight and got good grease in it. I kind of over tightened it because these will loosen up. So normally you probably want a little more play in it, but I over tightened it just a little bit. Like I said, it'll loosen up as these wear in. So right now what I'm running into, when I took this apart, I had to tap the top of this to get it out. And by doing that, I actually messed up my threads a little bit. So I'm gonna try to take a file and clean this edge off right through here, and then hopefully I can get the nut to start and get it back on there. So we'll get that going, and then I think at that point I'll be ready to put my my forks on the front of this. So I'll cut back here in just a minute when I get this nut on the top. All right guys, got the forks on, and you see they're nothing's tightened down yet. I just got it shoved in, tops back on them. Got the triple tree here all put together. I think that's gonna look awesome. These will be pulled way down. I just got them shoved up so they don't get into my paint. But yeah, I think that's gonna look really good. By the time I put the copper end caps down here, they'll go on the axle with that front wheel. Man, I think it's really gonna look good. So I've got that finished up. One thing I did notice or figured out, that this is actually the little tool that you can get for your wheel bearings to pull out the little collars on them. If you guys watch my previous videos, you can see I made one and got the back one, then come to find out front one's a different size. It's just a pain in the butt. So anyway, this tool actually fits right in here. It's not perfect, but it's tight enough or snug enough that you can actually tighten these down decent. I'm not trying not to get too crazy with it because I don't want to scratch my paint up, but at least get it snug down a ways. And then yeah, after that you can put your screwdriver and hammer and finish it off. So yeah, it didn't work out too bad. So that's kind of the front end for right now. Give you guys a good idea of what it looks like. My next step is I'm going to get the bearings in this front wheel right here. Get the bearings thrown in this, get it cleaned back up. Bearings are somewhere in this mess, and kind of my goal, if I can get the bearings in, get the axle greased up, get that put on the bike, I can finally get it off of the jack. And then it's just a matter of sorting through the rest of this crap, getting stuff I don't plan to use on this bike. Rear shocks, I'll get those put on. I think at that point I can get the exhaust mounted on the bike. I can get the single carb setup on the bike. And yeah, that'll at least get a lot of this stuff out of here. And then I can start working on some of the, like the tank design and fabbing some of this other crap up. But yeah, I've just got a lot of stuff I need to get through and really just get some of this crap out of my garage and get it cleaned up. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. But again, if you guys have any questions, the first part of this video is like from over a month ago. It actually took forever to get the bearings and then, or to find them actually. I believe it's the top one that was really hard, the smaller one. They don't make them. So trying to find that original bearing was a pain in the butt. If I had this to do over, I would have kept the original front end and just pulled apart and left it for what it was, because the bearings were not that bad a shape. They still felt good. It was just, you know, hey, if you're gonna redo a bike, you might as well do it right. So that's why I rebuilt those the way I did. I did not in a million years think it was gonna be that long to get a bearing. So, but I got the bearing. They're greased up now. They're on the bike. Forks are on the bike. Literally just need to go through, find the bolts to tighten some of this stuff back up, because honestly, it's actually been over a year since I started this project. So I really just need to get it done and get it out of the garage. For whatever reason, this one's been, I don't know, it's just been hard to get motivated to work on it. Maybe because it's not mine, I don't know. I think the bike's gonna be pretty cool when it's said and done. It's just, for whatever reason, I just really haven't been that excited to work on it. So, but yeah, so that's kind of the plan. I'm gonna end this video here. It's probably gonna be kind of short. I really don't even remember how long the original part was, or even what all I did in that video. So this is where it's at. Again, I'm gonna try to get the front wheel put together. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna film, just because I really just wanna get it done. So good possibility I'm gonna throw the front wheel together, put it on the bike, tighten everything down, and then probably start the next video there. So I just gotta get this thing done. So it shouldn't take long to throw the rotors and bearings and crap on that front wheel, and then yeah, start getting through some of this stuff. So anyway, if you guys like the content, you want to see more, if you want me to go into more detail on anything putting this back together, let me know in the comments below. And again, love if you guys hit that subscribe button. I think the channel's, I don't even remember today, like 628-ish, something like that. So slowly getting there, but yeah, it's a slow process. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.